Hello, welcome back to Sin and Chatting. I'm Liam Whyte.
And I'm Jamie Allan.
And I'm Graham Fleming.
So, Graham, thanks for coming on.
That's no bother at all.
And I'm going to start with the question that I start with everyone on this. What is your earliest memory?
My earliest memory. I my parents took a while to move into my first house, but we had a flat before that, like a flat in
Falkirk.
in Falkirk, right at the end of the main street, and it was like it was a pit. Like, I do remember a wee bit of it. Like I do have I can just remember like what the living room sort of looks like, and that's where we met. Like mum's best pal now. So I suppose my earliest memory is just sort of like chilling as a baby.
Chilling as a baby.
Yeah, in that flat before we actually moved into my house that I'm actually in now. So
To be fair, as a Wayne, that's like as an actual baby, that's quite far back. They have a memory of most Connor's first memory was when he was 6. So I mean, you're doing quite well in terms of memory.
Yeah, I suppose it wasn't really when I was a baby. I suppose maybe like 3 or 4 or something maybe.
So
it's a pitiful memory though. Remembering a bit Falkirk.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry mate, but we've had some people that have been bitten by dogs, fallen down stairs, as their first memories. Yours as a wee bit.
Yeah, I think mine's tops it all sitting in a flat.
Yeah,
Falkirk guy.
And Falkirk, yeah, I mean basically a war zone. So of course the one, the only, the Falkirk Creetin himself.
It's me.
What is it like, honestly?
Boring. It's boring. I mean, back in the day, pre HMV closing down, before the world ended, it was actually okay. Like our town centre, like I mean, it's fallen off the side of a cliff since
it's disgusting.
Yeah, since about 2007, 2008. But I mean, if you go on Twitter now, I mean, like Falkirk Twitter. Right, there's loads of like.
Can they use the Falkirk Twitter? Are they advanced enough yet?
I mean, you get loads of videos now. Like, there's that really funny one that's like that woman that's like standing outside the bank at Asda, and she's like, shagging your cousin. Imagine shagging your cousin. That's a really funny one.
It sums up Falkirk to a T.
Yeah, and it's there's another one that's like this guy. I know it's like that. It's the Grangemouth recycling centre. I think there's loads of bins.
Oh, the guy in the last in the bin.
And the guy's videoing it, and the glassy crawls out the bin. It's like, you want champagne? And the thing is, though, like you think, oh, can he be like that when you get there, right? But actually, like it's actually like Junkieville, genuinely. Like I work in the Poundland, like in Falkirk, right? And like you see the people that come in, like genuinely, like
estates, are they?
Like yeah, there's loads of people like under the influence and that they get followed about by the Howgate security guards, and it's really funny.
Do you see much action from this Tills in Poundland then?
Yeah.
What's the worst thing you've ever seen in Poundland?
The worst thing, I mean, 2 junkies winching like in the middle of the actual show. Like they must.
Lady and the Tramp sort of style.
No, it's just a tramp and the tramp. It was. They were. I swear they were about mid-30s or 40s. But I mean, well, the smoking probably like it probably made them look a lot older. But yeah, and then you just get like. I mean, the amount of shoplifting that goes on for a pound shop is just unbelievable. Like, I mean,
have you ever had to rugby tackle anyone to the flare trying to stop them making away with £1 packet crisps?
No, like genuinely, like it's not even like good stuff they steal. It's like literally like pound iPhone chargers, or like, and it's like crisps and chocolate and that.
I do find that kind of surprising, like, because I think like the low end shops like yours, like your Poundlands and all that, get robbed so far more than like the high end retailers.
Yeah.
You think, why wouldn't you go for the high end stuff? If you're going to take something that doesn't belong to you, why sell for the shitty pound bar chocolates and whatever?
Yeah, so it's also like if you're stealing from Poundland, I suppose you're like more like you're 9 times out of 10 gonna get let off because it's like definitely a petty crime. Whether that's if you go into like H.M. Samuels and like steal like a fucking like diamond necklace, you're gonna get like locked up.
Fair play. I mean, what have you ever seen someone just like make away with like a bag full of stuff before?
Yeah, my first ever shoplift. Like
not
my shoplift.
Graham's just there pinching the stuff himself.
No, there was this guy. I think I wasn't even on tills, but I was like wandering. I was like doing shelves, and like is that like one of the cashiers at the time, like the one guy he just picked up a basket from the bin of the shop, literally, and there's like a shelf right at the start of the store, and it has like loads of like Galaxy chocolate in it, and he just took it and like dragged it on his basket and just fucking sprinted all the way through it, all the way out to the thing, and then literally all my manager and everything, they were all like at the top of the shop like looking for him in the Howgate and everything, and it was a big event actually, and I got to have a look at the police tapes and stuff like that, not police tapes, well the
did they question you, did they suspect you being the culprit?
no, he was caught on camera.
Shifty looking boy that you are.
It wasn't me. I helped report the
protect your innocence all you want.
I'm not at the stage of stealing from Poundland yet. I'm not that unsuccessful.
You've not hit that low in life.
No.
Do you reckon you're then? Well, I mean, no one's got a high impression of junkies, but like seeing as now that you see the worst of it and like the most desperate of humans, I suppose. In this, well, we live in a first world country. There's no immediate problems you could say with like people in like Africa or Brazil or places like that have. And do you really think you're getting to experience the worst of it and seeing like how low some people are?
It's pretty bad. Like, I mean, like I sit here and make fun of them, like, and saying it's disgusting and all that, and saying like sitting laughing, but I mean, it's actually like, it's like pretty sad. Like,
life's come to that. Yeah,
they're coming in. I mean, like they have to shop in Poundland because obviously everything else would be too expensive than that. So I mean, and they get back and they're like, it's a lot of people like. You see, they're poor because a lot of them have like disabilities and stuff like that. There's a lot of people coming in wheelchairs with like dragging people that just can't fend for themselves in wheelchairs over that. And obviously, like their families, like the people that are dragging them around, they've sacrificed like a lot of like things they could be doing in their life to look after this one person, and and they have to, and like they're short of money because they can't really get a lot of benefit for disabled. I mean, you don't get tons.
It does take quite a lot of respect to do it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I know the struggles of trying to help and look after folk, and it's not an easy job. So anyone that does it, fair play to them, because the struggles can be hard. Moving on from a lighter hearted note, then I suppose. So you've been at Poundland for how long now?
It must be a year now. I think a year. We're getting close to that.
Oh, the big celebrations will be coming out soon.
Yeah. Although I think I'll probably be there for another year as well, because I'll have to keep it on until I definitely have to quit it, because
I would put in sad violin music, but I'm not that good an editor.
Because obviously I want to be moving away by next year, time next year. So
well, before we go into that, we'll go back in time a wee bit. We might as well go to school, a good place to start. So primary school, much memories?
Yeah.
Whereabouts did you go?
Wollaston Primary. It's actually one of the biggest primary schools in my area. We had like about 1,000 pupils or something, which is actually
in a primary school. 1,000?
1,000, yeah.
Okay, that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we were the biggest in Stirling, and ours had 450 or something like that.
Yeah, it was like it was this big school. It was Wollaston. It had
incest that happens in Falkirk.
the breeding's out.
That's our sponsorship's gone.
Yeah, that's Falkirk Football Club just pulling out negotiations.
But if you do want to sponsor us in the retail parks in Falkirk, we're always open to suggestions.
Yeah, but when I got there, it was kind of old fashioned. It was sort of like quite old, but when I was primary 2 or primary 3, we got a big extension as well. But I think before when I first got there, it was probably about the same as you, probably 450, 500 or something like that.
And then the big extension.
Yeah.
Did it not feel really crowded, especially being quite small and like full with hundreds of folk?
I feel sorry for the teachers, like.
How many folk was that class? There must have been like 30 or 40 o'clock.
30 a class, yeah.
We were the only class with 30 in our school, and you could see us struggle. If every teacher had to deal with 30, I can't imagine.
Going back to warehouse a little bit, actually, that's why, like you see, it's a pain going to warehouse, because you have 30 class, like you had 2 primary 1 classes, 30 each, and you knew every one of them. So like, you go to warehouse, you know everyone that goes there. I run into about 20 odd folk every time.
I mean, Falkirk's not the biggest of areas, is it?
Oh no, it's really big. It's like 350,000 people.
Well, that's me being shot down in my place. That was clearly wrong.
It's a big catching area because it has like 4 or 5 train stations now, because we have Pullman, Grahamston, Falkirk High, Larbert and Camlin, so five train stations.
You're right, the insects must be rife over there.
Aye, horrible.
Yeah, because that's it. I saw it in the Falkirk area because it was actually quite big, 350,000 people on it.
Okay, and so what were you like then at school? Quiet, nervous?
No, I was thinking,
loudmouthed?
like, contrary to like high school, I was an absolutely like terror in primary school. I was actually a pain in the ass. I just, because like all my report cards, I had like chatting too much. I was just too hyper. I was like,
Were you drinking Coke in the mornings?
Yep, like a nice
taking the sweeties.
Yep, I wake up in the morning, I have my Weetabix with my mad dog and walk stroll right into school, absolutely steaming.
Was there a difference between you and your sisters then? Educational experience, I suppose, was she a more quiet person, or were you quite similar to school?
My sister has a master's degree in immunobiology, I'm pretty sure, and she was like she was really good at school and all that, so she was
Straight-Asian.
yeah, definitely like that. But she didn't actually go to the same primary school as me.
She didn't like you enough. She said, "Dad, Mum, come on, have a word here." Come.
Yeah, I think she went to Maddiston, which is just up the road from where I live. But I went to Wallstone because I think there was actually a run at a room in Maddiston, so it was actually just a wee primary school. So I think
it's like we don't want two of the Fleming twins coming here.
Yeah, they applied to put me there, but they had to put me at Wallstone. So.
And then they went, "Please take him."
Yeah, but Wallstone, I think actually at the time it was actually a pretty decent primary school.
So what was it like then going from there to high school then? Did you continue being the wee terror, or did you
No, actually
up?
I did a complete U-turn, and it was a complete TP for like first year to third year. And
then you discovered alcohol.
Yeah, but I think that's what happened to everyone really. Because I hadn't really had any of my growth spurts yet. Because like look at me now, I'm like 6'0". I'm actually kind of average height, and but back in school I was like really fat. I was really.
I don't imagine that.
Like not really, but like I was a bit tubby side. Like I was actually like to here, and like I was really short. Yeah, I was really short. And I had like long hair as well.
Long hair, I remember.
So
you were going for some look.
So obviously none of the lassies were interested in me. So obviously it was school all the way.
Graham fucking went to gym, got mad with it.
So yeah, I tested really well in primary school. No, first to third year, sorry, in high school. I just kind of like got on with it. I had my own like kind of wee group of friends and stuff, and I just sort of hung out with them all the time. And then fourth year, I really started to grow. So like, but pretty much my fat sort of like went along with it. So as I got like sort of more spread out, so I got really skinny.
So then the anorexic Graham showed up on the scene.
Yeah, and then in your first party, you're like, oh yeah, I've managed to get drink off like my older brother. Like who wants to come round for a mad sesh? And I remember being scared. Like
going to sessions.
Yeah, I remember.
You still get fear of it, or not really anymore?
No.
And like I suppose if it's all folk teen.
Well, the only time I've been scared, like after that, being scared at a sesh is like my holiday, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, that'll be a topic of conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole segment.
So did you keep the same mates growing up through like primary school and high school?
Yep, actually I had a different group of pals in like first year, but because like I had this pal like lived across the road from me, and I hung about with him. Friends, kindergarten's friends. But I had him as my pal, and like he was at my high school and stuff, and but he then moved away in second year, so then I just started hanging about with this other group, and then that was me.
That you're stuck with them for the rest of your life.
Yep, the next 5 years. Yep. Yeah, but I'm still friends with them now. They're really good pals to me and stuff like that. So
I mean, I've had a few nights out with them, so I know what it's like.
Yeah, just a Monday there. Yeah.
Would you say then you and your mates have changed a lot from when you said like your third year, when you started also getting your growth spurts, going out, drinking more? Do you reckon you've changed with a lot between that and then and now, or do you reckon you're basically still the same?
I suppose not really changed too much personality wise. I just mean like, I suppose it's just as you get older, you sort of just you get chucked into these things and you just have to adapt, I suppose. But no, I don't. I can't really think of anything that was really like. I mean, I didn't really meet Chris, one of my pals, until about 5th year because he had to move up from Birmingham because he went to English high school. So
Poor him.
I know. I mean, we slate Falkirk, but Birmingham is really something else.
Yeah, if anything, it's just Falkirk on steroids, to be honest.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, and but yeah, I'm just sort of going out. Sort of just that's how you like. It's just you're just sort of changing that, so I suppose. But nothing really too drastic. I mean, like we just sort of get together and just sort of stuck together. Yeah.
So obviously 4th year and all that comes around. You've discovered drink. You've discovered going out. And I'll be honest, I struggled to find a balance at first between going out and knuckling down and getting on with it. Did you find the struggle was real for you?
Yeah, I had like my friends and we just had such a good time, and like in school was my 4th year, like you know, you're talking to girls, you're talking like you're going out with your friends and stuff, and you're like,
I would never do that. No, Jamie.
You know, and
we're model citizens.
And just there's times where you're just like you're sitting in like higher chemistry and you're like, ugh.
End me now.
Yeah, you're just like, oh my god, like am I really gonna have to really know how to like lower the pH of a fucking compound like when I grow up? Not really. Well, unless you're like a chemist or whatever.
I mean, yeah, the basic important for jobs, you know. Did they make it? I don't know, in a sense, did it make it maybe worse for you at that point because your sister's 2 years, how many older?
5 years.
5 years. So obviously she completed school by the time you were up. So
well, she was in 6th year when I was in 1st year. So
yeah, like so she was like doing her uni and all that when you were getting onto like the later stage of high school and completing it. Did you ever get like a wee bit jealous at seeing like the master's degree and thinking, fuck?
Because I'm just, you know, some people are better at other things than other people, you know. Like she's really good at like sitting there smashing a book out and sitting like, you know, just getting it all in your head and just going and doing it and like believing in yourself and stuff, and she's really good at that. Like she never had any bother. I mean, like in 5th year she took like 6 hours and got like Ollies or something, so like, you know,
that's pretty decent.
Yeah, my 5th year I took 5 hours and a Nat 5 and I got 1 hour, failed the rest and got a Nat. I got the Nat 5.
But hey, would it have been so bad because then you wouldn't have been get to spend a year with me.
Yeah. So it's every cloud has a silver lining, but
yeah, exactly.
But I mean, she was like, she was made for uni, like definitely.
Do you feel maybe you weren't, or do you reckon?
No, I mean, I know I can do it, like, but I mean, I'm just gonna have to buckle in, like just buckle in and just work hard a bit more than she does. I mean,
apply yourself.
I'm not saying she's like sitting there like pissing about, but I'm just mean like she finds it easier to like to take it in and do the studying, because she just sits at hours at a time and just does really like effective studying. But
I mean, me and Jamie said on like the first podcast, we were just, you and me were never designed to do that. But like our bodies and minds are not as capable of sitting through like hours at a time with a book and just reading over shit.
I can do 2 hours of football, but anything else, that amount of time.
Do you know what? That actually used to be the biggest struggle. See, when I first started like doing exams, and that was like the point in my life where I was probably the heaviest into like my football, and I'd like just randomly, for no reason, if I wasn't out with my mates, I'd be watching like French league or Portuguese league for no reason, and then it just fuck with your studying so badly.
Yeah, that's the same as me. I remember like my the playoff semi-final was on. It was like when I was doing my 6th year exams, and like I think I had I can't remember what exam it was, but I had an exam on the next day, and I was just literally sitting in my book and like, well, I was just sitting watching the telly, yeah, as well. And before my RE exam, my 6th year, that I really needed to get into uni, I went up to Kilmarnock to go see the Falkirk playoff final as well.
Now, I suppose now's a good time to speak about it now. Me and Jamie for the longest time was like the only football mad one that I knew. But then when I started college, glad to see there was another one that was football mad in yourself. So, what's it like being a Falkirk fan? Firstly, how did you get into being such a poor person?
Well, my first when you asked me at the start what my first memory was, it was flat, but then my other one is definitely like my dad, like sitting on my dad's shoulders at our old park, Brockville, which got knocked down in 2003 or 2.
Doesn't surprise me.
Did you win many trophies there? Was it a trophy laying ground?
No, not really. I mean, we won quite a lot of first division titles.
And then you got relegated, and
just
then
to
you
get
won it
relegated,
again.
Yeah, and then we won it again. And we won a few challenge cups as well.
Or the Iron Brew Cup as it's known as.
The Iron Brew Shambles World Cup. But
you know, it's bad when Aberdeen's development league is getting through some rounds in it.
yeah, I mean, we won the Scottish Cup twice, but when in the Brockville era. But I mean, that wasn't really at Brockville, was it? Was it Ibrox? Oh, was it Ibrox? We won it.
Even more shame to go to Rangers home
Especially
ground to see it.
Well, not really. It was 1957, so that was
A wee while ago. So did you ever regret then not being the glory hunter as such? Because I mean, well, Jamie doesn't know that because thankfully for him he supports Rangers, so he get to be lucky with that. I'm not saying you are a glory hunter. I'm just saying like.
When was the last time we won the league? That's what I'm going to say.
Well, you won the lower leagues a wee while ago.
There's no glory
when you were growing up though, like Rangers were up there as the best. Like there's no denying it. And you got to a few European finals and all that in your lifetime. One, sorry.
But you fucking got hammered.
Yeah, but
Arshavan still
you got to see it. You got to see it, right?
Yeah.
Whereas I've had to, similar until recent years, like Graham had to suffer with mediocrity for a long period of time.
Agreed. Now we're doing the same level as Aberdeen. We've never been at Falkirk's level.
Well, we beat you twice. The 2 seasons. Like.
These are still doing, away from us. Just
Yeah. So what? I mean, we did a documentary which we'll get on to talking about later on, which is still on the channel. However, for the podcast audience, what's your favourite and worst moment of being a football fan, Graham?
The worst moment, to start with it, is definitely Scottish Cup final. It's just.
What happened, Graham? I mean, I even have the video evidence to go with it.
It's just, you're. It started, in the semi final, it was probably one of the best. But we were just getting hammered the whole game, and then we got one chance and scored, and it was just everyone was going mental. I remember we celebrated so hard. I mean, we chucked one of our pals down the ham. Yeah, and it was just euphoria. And then you switch on the telly the next day, and it's Celtic against Cali Thistle, and you're like, looks like it was a good. It was a good game, but I mean we're going to get pumped out by Celtic next round. I mean it doesn't really matter, but then Celtic got beat by Inverness, and you're like, tell you what, we may actually have a chance here, and and the hope's building up. I mean, like, credit to the Falkirk marketing department, they did a really good job selling the final. I mean the amount of times Falkirk ran out of strips to sell because so many people buying them. Like we took 20,000 to the final, which is actually a really good number for.
How much do you often sell out at? Like, do you usually sell at your stadium, or what's your average attendance?
7k, like 7.
The glory hunting time was happening. To be fair, I mind when Aberdeen won the League Cup about 2014. There was I think there was 100,000 folk in Aberdeen to see them parade the trophy. So I mean, folk jump on the bandwagon at certain points.
Yeah, so 20,000 to fork out for a Kent final was really good for us, and I mean, Inverness only had about 7,000 or something like that. So
I mean, it's a small area to be fair.
And
doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, and then you get there, you're like, this is our chance. Like, I mean, this is like, we're never gonna get a better chance to win the Scottish Cup ever. But to fair Inverness, right? I mean, we weren't discounting them because they'd finished third in the SPFL Premiership.
And they'd bet Celtic the last
round. Yeah, and they'd bet Celtic. So I mean, they're definitely no mugs. They
didn't used to be. They had their heyday, and they're well past their heyday now.
Yeah, but back in that period, they were definitely. That
was probably their last high point. If anything, they really went downhill after they bet you.
They had some really good players. They had that. They had Ryan Christie.
Ryan Christie plays for us now.
Draper, and they had the boy that plays for Aberdeen, the centre mid as well. Tansy, that's the one. Shinnie, star players.
Graham Shinnie, yeah.
Yep, and I mean
we've poached a few of their players.
Yeah, and that Ferry up front, I remember him scoring quite a few goals. I don't know where he plays But then we went down in the first half 1-0 down. But it's a pretty good performance. I mean, we played quite well. In the second half, it sort of took the same. It was a similar sort of situation. We were sort of just grinding out, try to get forward. But then, luckily, it was a 1-2 give and go with Loy, I think, and Alston just went through on goal, and he got hacked down in a red card for Cali Thistle, and then straight after got a free kick, scored from that. Grant from pretty much a corner. It was a free kick next to the corner flag, and it's we're 1-1 at about the 80th minute, 85th minute, and they're a man down, and then for some reason Houston's like, we got to go for this now, even rather than waiting for extra time, which is the obvious thing to do, and it was so. I just remember it being so silly at the time. I was like absolutely cacking myself, in the stands. We had literally all our fullbacks were right up, on the wings.
Winners, yeah.
And we had David McCracken, who's probably the slowest centre back I've ever seen. I mean, he was all right. I mean, he was so slow, and Grant as well, who hasn't had much pace. And those were the only defenders we had back, and the rest of them were when you go all out attack on FIFA, they were actually sitting crowd in the box, and it was obvious they were gonna get a break, because I was calling it the whole time, one good pass up to the striker who was sitting on our defence, I mean, we were always gonna be at risk, and and obviously things happen, you concede. And then
the tears.
And I've not watched it back yet. Until Liam showed me.
I should. So for our college course, I had to make a documentary, which is still on the channel if you want to go and watch it. But I basically integrated that moment of Graham speaking, but I also included clips of the final in there, at the moments he's talking about.
Yeah,
and I had to play it to our classes, the promo, and Graham's just sitting there at the back, almost in tears, looking at the screen.
Because it's just you get a feeling. I mean, they were the better team, but if you get a feeling they don't deserve it, because they had a red card, because we had so many opportunities to win. It's
basically because you think, well, I mean, no offence to both teams, but both teams are very unlikely they're often going to win a trophy, so
yeah.
I mean, let's face it, your current state, that's probably the best chance you have.
We had a period a few years ago, that was sort of we had a lot of cup finals that we went to, and a lot of semi-finals just by good runs, so we had quite a lot of luck. We got to that League Cup semi-final against Celtic. We actually wanted to put up an alright fight actually, and we had a Scottish Cup semi-final against Hibs as well, and then we got beat out of that, and then we had the other one and then we beat them, and then we had that final, and before all that we had the Scottish Cup final 2009 as well, we got beat as well against Rangers, but
James tried not to celebrate in the corner.
Yeah, I mean that was a good. We actually only lost 1-0. It was a good game, but that the 2009 final I didn't actually mind that much because back in those days you actually got. We got a Europa League place because
did you?
Yeah, for finishing running
fucking Falkirk were in the Europa League for one season.
Yeah, yes we were. Yeah,
actual group stages.
No.
I was about to say Jesus, even Aberdeen haven't made it.
And they never qualified.
No, we got beat by FC Vaduz or something.
A quality opposition most Scottish teams get put out by.
Yeah, I think we won the home leg, but then we got beat in the second leg.
And then you cried. All this is for nothing.
No, I mean we got a game in Europe. I mean that was good enough for me. And that's a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair as well, I think you were hit quite during your period where you actually could have pushed for to get back promoted into the Premiership. You did have the unfortunate thing of, well, first Rangers got relegated and then they got promoted to your level, and of course with their financial power and overall history they were going to win that league. Then you also had Hibs drop down surprisingly, you've also had Dundee United drop down surprisingly, you've also had Hearts. In the recent years that you've spent down there, you've had to play with some really difficult opposition. Yeah. It's clear to see why you spent so many years now down
during
there.
That period, a lot of people were saying it was better. The Championship was a more glamorous place to be than the Premiership, because
when Rangers and Hibs were doing it, that was the best league in Scotland.
Yeah, and Hearts as well.
And Hearts were doing it at the same time.
It was a challenge for the title. I mean, it's different. Yeah,
it was actually the best league in Scotland at the time.
But then, it's all good now this season, you've got no more of the big dogs to worry about apart from Dundee United, but it's one opposition, You've got a full season, you're one of the best teams in the league that year.
Yeah.
You've got rid of all the big dogs, and where are you sitting now in the league?
It's at the time of recording, second bottom with 2 points underneath Dumbarton. And not one game yet.
Do you have an excellence for your manager?
Get the fuck.
Nice, clear, concise.
No, that was a joke.
It's pitiful. 2 points.
2 points.
Yeah.
When there's none of the big dogs.
You've got nothing going for you right now.
No.
This team's Arsenal.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Nothing
You
going
might as
for
well give up on life,
I
mate.
think the
Support Aberdeen, Liverpool, it's a lot
problem
more
is-
glamorous here.
The problem is the marketing, right? It was and the vibe around the club. We'd finished second, and we'd it was sort of unlucky to lose against Dundee United.
How many points were you away from first? Last season?
It was like 9 or 10 or something, I think.
So
But because it was Hibs, we lost because Hibs got promotion, obviously. So.
yeah.
And they were always going to win the league.
How was the playoffs as well?
We're just to skip over that bit, but
Okay.
because I travelled to Dundee to watch the first leg.
Can I just go from my perspective quickly? Sorry. So, look at my phone and so our college friends having a night out and that for both games for the away leg and the home tie. And I seen you played at home first, didn't you? And you we
played it away first.
Oh yeah, no, you drew, didn't you?
You drew 2-2
Yeah.
Canadians.
And then you're here, mate, listen, I'm confident we'll see you in the Premiership next year. This is an easy opposition.
I did not say that.
You did, so you said, I've got nothing to worry about for next year. And then the next game as well, we're having another night out, I'm looking at my phone just quick to see what's happening. Falkirk are 1-0 up. Now I want Falkirk to get into the Premiership for the sole reason that it means basically means I can have a night out in Aberdeen and watch Falkirk get pumped and I can laugh at Graham. And then Josie Armed in the second leg, 1-0 up.
It just seemed like it's a problem we're having this season as well. It's sort of like
Can I play football?
it's the thing is we have the players, but the players can't be arsed. They seem just to switch off for large periods in the game. We seem to score early, and then we're like, oh, it's fine, and then they have a lot more fight than us. I mean, the teams in the Championship, they have a lot of fight about them. They don't have anything to lose. So
well, I mean, most of them are probably part-time boys and all that, and semi-pros, most of them. And to be honest, the chance of thinking shit, we're only one stage away from the Premiership, you probably will.
Yeah,
play to your best if you can.
We're taking it for granted. I mean, we've spent so long beating these teams and but still staying in, being finishing second and third and things. And then I don't know what's happened, but the players just don't seem to be fighting for the manager or the badge or anything. They're just playing back, and the teams are fighting much more. They're pushing us easily off the ball. They're scoring scrappy goals, and we're and we don't seem to have any answer for it, And and you can see by the games. I mean, it's not like we're losing unluckily. I mean, the first game 3-1 against St Mirren, we scored in the second minute, and then the rest of the game we're just poor. And then the next 3-1 against Dunfermline as well away, 4-1 at home to Queen of the South. We're getting thumped every week. It's not unlucky. There's something wrong. There's something deeply wrong.
So what's your expectations now for this season? Genuinely, fifth. Is that playoffs still? Or is that off?
No, that's just under playoffs.
So somehow you managed to go backwards in the year, so it's fine.
I mean, it's no surprise we went backwards because they've spent so long saying this. The marketing for this season to get people to buy season tickets was our time. Our time. So we're gonna
even they knew
season.
They wouldn't have a chance the previous years when Hearts, Hibs and Rangers were down there.
The market was based on all the big teams are at the league now. We can go for it. We're gonna.
You have a chance as well. See if you've got. I would have said with your squad as well. You have a low end Premiership squad.
Yeah. And then there was a bizarre statement when before the season started. It was something. It was the budget has been cut because Hibs are gone from the league, we've lost revenue. because of the big teams. So you've told us all this time we need to wait for the big teams to get out of the league so we can get promoted. But now that we're here, we can't get the money to buy players because now they're out. So it would seem like the rug had been pulled up from under our feet, you know, like. And
you have always just had to suffer because of you basically got yourself relegated at the worst. But I mean, you would have known what was going to happen for Rangers, Hibs and Hearts and all that. But you did actually get relegated at the worst.
You must have made so much money off when these teams were doing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you must.
Because Rangers would bring what? Let's just say
sellouts every.
Aye.
So about 3,000.
3,000 to use every time we played you.
So it's about £18 a ticket. So I'm say about 3/4 of those, or 3/4 of those were adults, and then a quarter would probably be about child tickets, about £12. So I mean, that's a lot of money. And it's the same with Hibs. Hibs and Hearts brought sellouts every week as well. So that's a lot of money.
Is that all you were given in your stadium? Is 3,000?
Oh yeah, we have the Rangers. We gave half the homestand as well. But
that's embarrassing.
a lot of the clubs do it. Like, yeah,
Aberdeen.
No,
you give us more.
No, not like
no half your homestand.
No,
you give us more.
We gave you like about 300 or so. We didn't give you like fucking half the West End stand, did we?
And a lot of most of the bottom six of the Premiership do it, but it's because you may as well take the money.
That's true.
You can't fill it with your own fans. Fill it with their fans.
I know, it's just something like criminal against that, the fact that it's basically even support. It's
like
a cup game then at that point.
I don't like it. Like, but I mean, if it's going to go towards the budget for next season or for players, I mean, it's a mandatory thing you have to do. But and then Hearts and Hibs, we didn't give them the main stand. We gave them just the full away stand. So that's about.
You're not Rangers level, yeah, mate.
So that's 2,000s. So that's probably roughly the same.
So apart from obviously going and seeing your team get humped every week, you write a few articles occasionally for the Falkirk programme.
If you're going to see the Falkirk game on Saturday, buy the programme.
Yeah, this will be out before Saturday, so this Saturday coming.
Yeah, go out and get it. I think the one against Dundee United, my article will be in it. It's not about Falkirk, it's about...
Do you have a page?
Yeah, I think I'll have 2 pages. 2 pages.
Joint spread.
Yeah.
Big time.
The topic I chose for that was the recent transfer of Neymar to PSG from Barca. So I just thought that was really interesting. I thought it was such a big event in football. It was absolutely groundbreaking because no one before would have predicted at the start of the transfer window that the transfer record would be doubled.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. Like, you didn't even get the first £1 million player. You got the first £200 million player before that.
Mbappe was the first.
Yeah, the first. And he was.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like Neymar was well first.
Right.
And then you also had Dembele as well, who's similar.
Yeah, and thankfully no Phil Coutinho. Thankfully, no.
Although he's not played since. Is he playing tonight?
I don't know. We'll see.
Just in. But the Neymar thing was interesting. And they put a right shame on Scottish football last night.
I didn't watch it because I knew what was coming.
I
predicted 6-0. I was quite happy.
I would disagree with you saying it's a shame because I mean Celtic have a £10 million team and PSG have a combined 800.
No, but even remember what was it now? 5 years ago when they beat Barca. That Barca was at the peak of its career. Then you go back to last season. That Barca team was nothing compared to that one of a few years ago.
Celtic is a good team.
And if anything, Celtic improved, but then they got dicked 7-0.
Well, they still had the probably one of the greatest front threes in the history.
No, I don't deny it, and I don't argue that they should have been smacked. On paper, they should have been smacked, but it's results like that mean that we don't get still, how can Scotland not have an automatic Champions League group stage thing?
We bring the best atmosphere to Champions League games.
Yeah, everyone said from Xavi, Messi, I think Rooney said best atmospheres.
We don't bring the talent, we don't bring the players, big names, but we bring the team spirit and we bring that.
If anything, we're like Eastern European teams now.
Yeah, I think the thing is, there's a lot that can be changed, a lot that can be improved, but I think we should be too ashamed of ourselves that we're getting beat by PSG and Barcelona.
No, I'm not ashamed. It's just even just it seems so long ago now when fucking Celtic bet. I know you weren't born, but I mean, like, see when Celtic bet Barca, that felt like a genuine like win. Like, I'm not a Celtic fan, but see any Scottish team that's in Europe to a certain degree, I kind of want them to do well, whether if it's Rangers Celtic, just to do us proud.
In Europe, I want them to do well.
I was wanting Rangers to beat that team.
Yeah, I know. Like, see that result even with you. Although I take the piss out of it, like, he's getting paid in the first round. Like, it's a fucking embarrassment for the whole of Scotland, not just Rangers.
I was wanting Celtic to win against PSG because it's. I just want the profile of Scottish people to.
I want Celtic to put up a good fight in every game. I don't want them to qualify purely based on the money that they'll generate for their own club, and it will just make Rangers even worse. However, I do want them to put up a fight against every team and show other teams in the world what Scotland have got. But
we've got none, no, that's a problem.
But I know Celtic's got a good team though, I don't know.
It's probably the best it's been.
Regardless of a £10 million team to PSG's site, like £500 million team, what you've got to look at is Leicester done it.
Yeah,
you always go back to it, but Leicester done it.
But the thing is, the landscape of the Premier League is so different from.
And also, like, Leicester was a once in a lifetime thing. Like, you can't expect every night the underdogs when you want it, but then otherwise it wouldn't be such thing as the underdogs.
Yeah, I mean, it is possible. I mean, it is possible for Celtic to beat PSG and maybe Bayern Munich. It is possible, however slim. But I mean,
they get rimmed as well every year with a shite group that is basically impossible to qualify
because
from.
It is. I mean, the thing is, in order to get the good groups, you have to consistently beat these teams.
No, the thing is, right, I mean, like Liverpool, we finished 4th last year, and I'd say we got maybe the best group out of all the English teams. Whereas Tottenham finished 2nd, they got Real Madrid and Dortmund in their group.
They got a fucking tough team.
Man United as well, I'd maybe even argue that we got an easier group than Man United. But
who's Man U?
Like, Benfica's like the big team I can remember, but I still rate Benfica on the European stage. Like, no, obviously maybe to win, but like, I still expect them to be more difficult. I mean, Sevilla's difficult for us, but apart from that, we should beat every other team.
I should not too clued up on the Champions League groups, but Tottenham got a dodgy one as well, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying there. Real and Dortmund.
Oh, yes, they did. Yeah.
So so that doesn't make sense. How come they finished 2 places ahead of us and they're getting rimmed with a worse group?
I mean, the pots do have a element of randomness, but the thing is, because
the thing is, alright, say if you're an underperforming team of that year, but you're still a great team, like say if Real finished 3rd or whatever, they still get into the Champions League, however they've been like pot 2, so then they could be put with a pot 1 team, i.e. your Bayern Munich, your PSG's, all that sort of thing. So yeah, it's pretty difficult.
I think because it's all based on this coefficient number that comes with the leagues, and the top rated league, speaking is the La Liga, so
I mean they've won it in the last 8 years, so
and 2nd is Bundesliga and 3rd is
Man using me a show this year though.
I think the third is Premier League, so I think Premier League the teams even coming first are still likely to get a big gun in the pot 1, so. That's why Arsenal seem to play Bayern Munich like this season, and get absolutely destroyed.
There is not a better feeling than when he's got pumped 10-2 on Bayern, and then
that's enough. Yeah,
your phone was unusually quiet that night.
Arsenal fan TV is the best thing.
It's
the best thing to watch.
It's so cringy, but that's what makes it brilliant.
It's literally.
It's not even got to that point now. It's just they're all deflated now. They're all like sad bastards. They probably aged by like about 10 years in the last 2.
Yeah.
We'll move away from football and then obviously. So you got your 6-year hires. What led from there to go to the one and only Forth Valley College?
The dreamland.
Well,
I've got my results. I'd applied to 4 universities. I'd applied to Robert Gordon in Aberdeen. I'd applied to Glasgow Caledonian and Edinburgh Napier and Stirling University. And
I mean, that sounds a bit weird that they ended up. I didn't actually know that. We actually applied for, apart from I applied for UWS as well. We applied for every single same uni apart from.
Yeah, it was just the good journalism ones I wanted. I was just picking them, but I didn't really have a fifth choice as well. I mean, looking back, I probably should have just thrown just a random like wild card in. But
Bacon.
Yeah, like
Woodwork.
Yeah, like BTEC, like woodwork
Yeah,
university.
the important things.
Yeah, but I got rejected outright by Stirling and Glasgow Caledonian.
You say you got rejected outright by some, not entirely.
Yeah, yeah, kind of, but like
I mean, it's still in any state to reject somebody, you know.
Yeah. But I got an interview for Edinburgh Napier, which is actually one of the more like gutting things I've done, because I got the call. I was actually really excited because I was thinking this is quite a good opportunity for me. So I took it really seriously. I went in and I was a big group of people and we were doing a big interview for the uni, and I was like, I'm gonna have to smash this, like, because we got a big tour beforehand, and Edinburgh Napier is a good university. Like it looks.
It's one of the top ones in the country.
It's a stunning university. Like I got a tour around it. Obviously, this looks grand. This is like
this is the one.
Yeah, all the like, because obviously I hadn't really been in a university before going to this interview, so because I hadn't really bothered with open days, and
you feel.
Yeah,
you absolutely feel. We got 5 days off school to basically go round a uni for an hour, and then we're like, well, that's us free.
Well, I didn't decide to the last minute until I wanted to go to university.
Yeah.
Actually, because I missed the deadline to get, you know, the little like little packs you got, the UCAS packs. After the deadline, I had to be like, have you got any spare ones? And like I had to get one after the deadline. They were like, yep, and let me fill it out like last minute. But I went in there and I looked around, and then the guy, he's at the front of the desk, and everyone's like hopeful. These class of hopefuls in there, they're buzzing about it, and he's like, yeah, I mean, I just want to congratulate you for getting this far, but it's actually quite unlikely that interviewees actually get a place in the course. And we're like looking around each other, being like, what?
So we were quite annoyed by that, like just straight out getting
Actually
told.
fuming. I'd been mostly prepared for an interview for my life. I had like a folder with all my previous work in it and everything, and like I was about to prove to him like already like I'd love nothing more than to get to study this for like and get into it as a profession.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, these are like my best work, and like had all my program stuff on it, and I had my English folios and stuff like that, and I was like, and he was saying like, oh yeah, this is really good actually, yeah, this is like, I'm going to keep this for later actually if you don't mind. And I'm like, alright, okay. And because he kept them, and I was like, oh. And but basically like I still got
good about it, yeah.
Yeah, and I was saying to my dad, like, yep, I'm really excited about this. Like, yeah, he's kept them. He's complimenting the whole time. And I was like, my interview, I was just like talking myself up. I was like, this is great. But I mean, yeah, I still got that. Like, I still got a phone call saying that I wasn't allowed in. So like, I don't really see what the point of it was. Like, so just to like get my hopes up, just to
pretty like downgrading, isn't it, when it happens?
Yeah, I was just like, and like. But then I got a conditional for Robert Gordon, but I needed A, B, B, and I had the subject I had at the time. I had modern studies, which is a reset, so that was trying to get my A in.
Yeah.
So I was trying, and I had to get 2 Bs with a crash in higher biology, which
it's just a load of frogs, isn't it?
And I had a reset in higher maths. Which
that sounds like 2 boys there right there to end with.
And then I had higher RMPS, so I mean that was pretty easy.
Fucking higher RE, just in the side.
It was quality. I enjoyed RE.
I bet you did, because that was much easier than those two.
It was class. Yeah, I think my cousin's such a hassle in higher RMPS. I remember just like me sitting up back with my mates and just like pissing about the whole time, and I still got an A in my prelim, and I was like, this is the best subject ever. I might have not take this earlier.
I could have carried it out here for like a year or two and not even know would have noticed.
Yeah, and although my results they came and I got an A in my modern studies, but I failed higher maths again, but I mean that was a foregone conclusion really. And I got 2 C's. Yeah. Which wasn't what I wanted. But I had the course that I went on last year, the digital media, that was sort of, it was like something I'd applied to as well, because it looked something like.
Was it your final choice? Yeah.
It was a. Well, no, it wasn't a choice on UCAS. I just applied through the website.
What you call it? I forget what it's called. You know, clearance. That's what. Was it through Killing?
No, it was a clearance. It was the same time I was doing UCAS. I just went on the website and I put in like a singular like application, because you could apply through the website, and the Forth Valley College website, and I did an interview as well there, and I did the same game plan as my university one, and that
I will get into one of these.
yeah, I was, and it went a lot better than actually. I mean, I think it was Stephen that was doing it, wasn't he?
Same did my one as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and he seemed really impressed. And he seemed like, yeah, I see this is a really strong application. Like, and I was like, all right, yeah. So at the time I was thinking like, this is probably what I'm going to end up at, like, but there was nothing wrong with that. Like,
go on then, be honest. You can be as honest as you want. That's what we want from this podcast. Even though I'm here with you, how would you rate your experience of NBA digital media on a whole?
I'd say about 7 out of 10. Like, I'm sitting here like, like left it being like, that's probably not what I really want to do. But I mean, I got a lot of experience of things that I'm going to need to do. Like, I mean, it was a experience like just being there. Like, I mean,
it certainly was.
Yeah, like just being a part of it. Like, I mean, I met so many great people. I mean, and
tearing up here.
And I got like, if I'm going to uni next year, I mean, I've got loads of like experience of like what I'm going to do. I'm going to study hard. I'm going to keep at it, and I think that's something you learn when you're doing college, because first year it was really hard.
Yeah,
it was really hard.
Did you expect it wouldn't be as hard since it was a college course?
Yeah, I mean, there's an impression when you're at high school and they're like, uni is a higher level than college.
Yeah, that's what I always get told. That's
the that's the idea, but you get there and people are looking like. I'm seeing people at uni and they're like thinking they're looking down at me because I'm at college, but I
do the same if I'm ever on a night out. It's the uni card that's getting whacked out. It's not the college card that gets shown.
It's sort of shame, but really it should be like our first year. I'm gonna like say it's a lot harder than uni first year.
You're firing shots there.
I'm gonna fire that shot because it's true. Because I mean, I've talked to plenty of people that are going to uni and stuff like that. I mean, like, and I know a friend that did. He's at Glasgow Caledonian, and that's a good university, and he didn't bring out a book at home once, and
sounds perfect. No reading, I can do that.
And he had no bother. He's going to second year. He started. I mean, and whereas in first year in college, I was absolutely sweating out like most night. Like I was really struggling. Because like, there was a lot of things coming up thick and fast, and there's a lot of things to do at the same time, and it's quite like the theory is actually not. It's like it's not easy. So and whereas like you have to do things perfectly. You have to do it until you get it perfectly right. Whereas in uni, it's 40% pass marks and things in first year, 40%, and
True.
Like I mean, although there's a deadline, I mean they're not going to fail you because you didn't meet the deadline. They just chip a bit of your mark off every day it doesn't get handed in. So I mean I'd say it's a lot more lenient, and that's something that I believe in. Like I think definitely like the college first year is definitely like the degree course anyway. It's definitely harder.
So then, what's your best memory from it then? The whole year, what was your best memory from it?
I remember the car coming back from the 28-hour challenge. It was so funny.
Do you want to explain to them what the 28-hour challenge
The 28-hour challenge was...
Chas, before you start, so I'm just going to say, so this happened about 2 months into the course.
Yeah.
So of course, because I had, as I explained in the previous podcast, I had a bit of a late start getting to know everyone, so before this point, I'd always known Graham as this like shy, quiet kind of like guy that's like, like he's a bit of a lad bit in the whole like not too like loud and expressive, and then this happens.
We got assigned a 20-hour trip. It was an extracurricular thing,
which we didn't find out about until the second day.
Yeah, pretty much. You didn't need to do it, right?
You didn't find out until the second.
Yeah, you didn't find out to the very end. They were like, oh, so you didn't actually need to do this, but you got assigned. The big creative industries sector got bunched up into the lunch hall. And you got a big layer, and you got assigned a team. I mean, they were hyping this up from the very beginning.
When we very first started, it was like, make sure you're off these 2 days, and we can't tell you why. It's like a big topic that's going to be happening. I'm like, oh shit, something's going down.
Something big is going down. So, and you get a big letter on the day. It's a big event. Everyone's there. You have to go to a desk to get assigned your very own letter, and we get there, and you get assigned a team. And once you're sitting there with your crack team that's been assembled, it's like the Avengers. I was sitting there,
the Scottish Avengers,
the Forth Valley College Avengers, and I'm sitting there, this sort of blonde lassie. She looks about 30-year-old. I'm sitting this other guy as well. He's got big glass, big long hair, big fella, and then someone else from my B group from my class who I knew, and someone else with from I think the journalism writing class, I think, so the first day, I mean, they're telling you to bring jackets along. I mean, the first day, I mean, it's a lot of effort, to say the least. Liam, you can probably remind me of the challenges.
Well, it was different for each person, but I think it was I'm going to say this, it was very shitly organised. It was a very difficult thing, it was a very ambitious thing for them to do, but it was so shitly organised. I mean, to start with, you're putting a group of people, like, just after you start making friends with, like, folk in college. So of course you want to be with your mates in college, but no, you're not getting to be with anyone in your group of college. So with these randomers, and then the first one was like, you need to travel around Stirling looking for one of our teachers who's dressed up as a person, and we need to try and solve clues. That sounds fun enough, and to be fair, that was kind of fun. I enjoyed that bit, yeah. And then we had to make, what was it, like a product or something like that, or something that describes Stirling or shows Stirling.
Oh, yeah.
No, Forth Valley. No, describes Forth Valley and shows Forth Valley the best. It was very non-specific, and you could do whatever you want.
I mean, you could be as creative as you wanted. I mean,
yeah. To put in perspective, right, so my group did, because David Beck, in one of the challenges it said we had to remember a famous like person that died that year, because 2016 was the death of nearly every celebrity. It was quite easy to choose one, so we just went. So literally the full day, me and my team just went around random locations from dancing to David Bowie, and that was it.
Yeah, my group did. We did.
And you do like bottle flip challenges and all that.
We tried to challenge the people of good people of Stirling to random challenges, and this was a very daunting idea that was not very well executed. I mean, it was sort of like the Olympics held in this sort of park right next to it.
I mean, let's be honest, nursery teachers would have organised a better Olympics than what you did.
Yeah, I mean, but this was like the second day, the end of the second day, that I was like, I was so done. I was like, I couldn't be bothered anymore. Because
explain why you couldn't be done?
The Avengers were just getting on my tits every step of the way. Basically, well, I mean, on the first day it was actually not bad, because I hung about with one of the B group, and she was quite sound, so we just drove about and just did our own thing, and we were having a laugh in that. And I think his name was Craig from Houston, the journalism writing thing, and then he'd pissed off by about the first hour, so he wasn't doing it. And then the second day, my pal from B group had also done a runner, so it was me left with this graphic design student and the really massive I think sound tech, and
what was the name of the lassie again?
Oh, Michelle. Mad Michelle.
Mad Michelle is great, it was called.
Yeah, and she was the bossiest, like most annoying person I've ever had the displeasure of meeting. Like, I mean, I was like, it was literally her project, her thing, and I was like a general lackey / slave.
Now here's the problem. So anyway, come the end of this, so it's 28-hour challenge because you spent 28 hours doing that, right? So it came to the end, and like the last 2 hours, right, you had to sit in one of the rooms upstairs, like whilst awards were given out to like the best teams over it. Anyway, I basically said to Graham and our other friend Tasha here, I can't be fucked saying anymore as well, let's just do a runner. My team hasn't won any awards, I don't care, let's go. And anyway, we're about to do the runner, and I left my bag in the class, so I had to go in there, and then I got trapped because then they closed the doors, and then that was me stuck in there for the full award ceremony. And then whilst Graham was standing outside, so I didn't know who Graham's team was because I hadn't seen him for the full day. But basically, Graham's 2 members, so I didn't know the time were his members, were sitting in front of me. And I just heard Maz Michelle, as you like to call her, and they're like, where's Graham? And one of them, and then the other guy's just like, oh, I don't think he's coming. He's just like, he's done nothing all day now. As Graham found out later, as I found out later, that was a mistake to tell Graham. So anyway, we have the award ceremony. You have to stay back another like half an hour because you got an award for your team.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and well, I didn't realise that she said that until after the presentation. I mean, it was going fine. I was annoyed at them anyway, but I was like, right, thank God that's over. I can go home and live a normal life.
And then we went to McDonald's before going out for the night, and I told Graham, I said this, and you fucking flipped out of
off my nut because generally I'd ran about doing her shit all day. I'd done everything she told me to, literally with no say in the matter. I may add, basically just doing what she said, doing this, running about Stirling, going this way, going that way. So, Graham's done nothing all day. I was actually out to swing for her, like.
No, we're in the middle of McDonald's, and I've never seen Graham get mad at this, for about the 3 months I've known him yet, and he's like screaming his head off at McDonald's, and he's like getting really mad and angry, and I can see it. We're just like, Graham, calm down. It's not a big deal. and then you pick up a fucking. I could see that you wanted to break something, but you didn't quite have it in you, so he just picks up this McDonald's like box thing, like I don't know if I was in there like food or something. He picked up and he slammed it down as hard as he could on the table, and we were just like laughing. He just went, "Sorry guys, I lost my cool there."
Because I was just so annoyed. I couldn't stand these people any longer. I mean, the bossiness of like my team and also the BO of the big guy as well was just really just a toxic combination. Like I was just I'm glad I never have to do another 28-hour challenge again.
Right, I think I was going to say what's your worst memory, but that's your worst memory as well.
And the Scottish Cup final as well.
Yeah, I mean worst memory from college.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah,
anyway, before we've got a couple of games that we play at the end, however, I'm going to add in one more key one. Obviously, I'll be saying this to our good friends of college, so I want you in like a sentence or two to describe everyone, like and how you feel about them towards them. Mm-hmm. You can be nice or as mean as you want, okay?
Yeah.
So let's see if you have any friends by the end of this game. We'll start with Tasha.
Sassy but cool.
Next, Shannon.
East Kilbride hillbilly.
She's going bad. This. Lauren.
You can't say anything bad about Lauren. I mean, like, I don't know.
Good friend.
Yeah, good friend. Yeah,
Heather.
Oops, I slept in.
True.
Megan, she just knows everything, what to do, when to do it.
Megan is the mini teacher in the group.
Yeah, Megan is my actual mum. She always knows what you should be doing.
And finally, of course, the boy sitting to your left.
No comment. No. Go on. Definitely. Friend for life.
Friends.
I mean, football buddies all the way through.
Buddies.
Football friends. From the Veners.
I appreciate that game. I hope we've not left anyone out. None of our main friends, anyway. I don't think we have.
If I ever make it to air next year, if I make it,
you'll make it. Don't worry.
Yeah, there'll be a space reserved.
I know.
A little corner on the floor reserved where you can sleep in.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you owe me after the amount of times you stayed in my flat.
Yeah, I do owe you.
Right. So we're going on and play a few more games now, okay?
Okay.
First one we do is kind of similar to that. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a few topics to you and like as 1 or 2 sentences a way to tell us what your opinion is on it. Okay, first one, Scotland.
As a country or
Scotland, like
What's
as a
your feelings
country,
on
yeah.
Oh, okay. As a country, it's comfortable. It's although when the summers are shit and it's too cold. But
I'm very grateful for that though.
yeah, definitely. I think I love. I'm quite patriotic. I love Scotland. I just don't. You know, you slag it off, but I mean, I don't think there's anywhere I'd rather
Best country
live.
in the planet.
Yeah, best country. Yeah.
Falkirk, the area.
I'm very mixed feelings. It's the same. I feel the same way as Scotland about it. I wouldn't hang about in the town centre anymore because no one really does.
Unless you were working.
Unless unless when I'm working, because it's just there's nothing to do there anymore. I mean, it really needs a massive overhaul. I mean, there's talks and plans. I mean, the Falkirk Herald need it that they're going on every week about we're planning to open this up. We're trying to open this up, but I mean, there's nothing that ever getting done. I mean, half of it's pound in charity shops. I mean, I work in one. So,
pop music.
Aside from the odd Justin Bieber track, I don't really listen to charts anymore. Yeah, maybe.
BDM one.
Home. A sick group of people.
Falkirk FC.
Shambles.
Is it Brace High School?
Yep, Brace High School. Best years of my life. Definitely would go back. I love Brace High School. They taught me a lot. They made me into what I am today. So annoying we can't. So
yeah, we've been on with you for an hour now. So
I suppose.
Arsenal.
Shambles.
Underwhelming.
Alcohol.
Double-edged sword.
that's actually probably the best answer I've had for that.
It's been the cause of great nights, but also the theft of my phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna get onto that after this. Drugs.
Drugs are for mugs.
Ooh. Shots fired. Dusk.
Classy.
Warehouse.
Unclassy.
And finally, I'm going to take this away because normally me and Jamie will do the news here because we're a wee bit pushed for time. We're going to cut off the news section this week and I'm going to get into the story of your lad's holiday, Zante.
It all began
Tell us.
On the 14th of August, or 14th of August 2017.
So what was it like? What was the mood like before you went?
On the airport, it was great. It was class time. We're all buzzing. We had it was our flight had got delayed 2 hours. Standard. Yep. I mean, there was Glasgow Airport, so there was a Wetherspoons. So I mean, we were well entertained. So at like 1:30 in the morning, so we were like sitting. Because we were there until 4 in the morning, so tanning pints. Yeah. Actually, no, it was like 6 in the morning. No, because originally our flight was supposed to be 4 in the morning, but it got delayed till 6, and so we had to sit in Wetherspoons this whole time. And
fun for you.
Yeah, obviously, I was very sleep deprived, and I was just like, I'm just gonna have water and a bacon roll. But then after a while, we all got bored and we were like, right, let's get a bed on.
And then from there obviously flew out to Zante.
Yeah, the flight wasn't very pleasant. I mean, I was sleep deprived. I mean, I was slightly bevied and I couldn't get to sleep. So it was a 4-hour flight. I mean, there's worse flights. 4 hours isn't that bad. We got down and the first thing you really notice is the overwhelming fucking heat you get in. It's just so hot. We get in our hotel. I was expecting a massive absolute dump, but you know, our hotel was actually alright.
Was it just a regular?
The only complaint I'd have is the food tasted like absolute like dog meat. It was
listen, most places don't even do food for their hotels, so you know.
Yeah, we were paid for all inclusive.
I think you're lucky stars considered everything.
Yeah, but I think we were paid for all inclusive, so basically, I mean, we got in about like 3-4 in the morning every night, but we had to wake up. We woke up at 8:30 every morning for our free breakfast because.
I mean, I didn't even go to sleep most of those days.
And now we've only got like 3-4 hours sleep, and basically we just loaded because like literally we'd get ill if we didn't load up on like food pretty much because like we were like just drinking so much because like I think you really needed like as much food as you could probably like stuff into your face.
Before you get into the nights now, obviously, was it what you expect? I know obviously we've got the incident to talk about, but was it what you expected?
Yes, pretty much it was.
Exactly.
We all said before that there's going to be someone who's going to get in trouble. So there's going to be someone.
And it was you.
We're like, yeah, it's going to be someone, and yeah.
So go on then. But obviously you managed to have a few good nights.
The first night was definitely very good. It was we got it was just all very drunk on orange juice, obviously, and
with vodka.
Yeah, and it was very good to enjoy myself. We got back the Tuesday night. We had a gig. It was Craig David who was playing, so we really enjoyed that. Good. Yeah, we all enjoyed that night. I mean, we had to budget a little bit because we spent quite a lot on the first night. So to afford the rest of the week, we had to sort of calm it down the second night. So
like how day one shite, I spent all my money.
Yeah, and day two was we had Craig David playing at a beach club, and he was really good. And then we went to a club after. Lethal Bizzle was playing, so we got to.
Yeah, you didn't not do too bad for yourself.
Yeah, Lethal Bizzle was great, but although I did regret wearing flip flops to a nightclub.
Oh, that's it. What the fuck are you thinking of that?
My feet were all cut up because there was loads of broken glass and stuff like that on the thing.
Oh,
that's tragic.
Yeah.
Aye, folks standing on your foot. Why the hell would you do that? That was a stupid.
Well, we couldn't. You're not allowed. Well, you are allowed, but I mean, you can't go. It's pretty much. It's really hard to go to the hotel from where the beach club was. So, and you're not going to go. I mean, I hadn't really thought about it, and I just wore flip flops because I was going to like a beach club.
Tragic.
So I was like, oh, I guess I'm going to a club now. I'm wearing flip flops. And but no, my feet were absolutely like destroyed at the end of that. And then Wednesday night, the faded night.
Yeah, so go through what happened, because you haven't still fully explained to me what happened.
Yeah, well, it's like usual. We go to the beach in the day. You know, it's all pretty sound. And the event that we had lined up was called Twisted Wednesdays, I think. I can't remember what the specific gimmick was. I think it might have just been like discounted drinks or something like that. I think that was on because you got like
that's a good gimmick, to be fair.
You got like a because like most of the nights you went on there was like a gimmick to it. Like there was like you got a big band. And
did you go to the same place most of the time?
No, there was something different going on every day,
okay.
so we had to. But you got a band, and usually there was some sort of something silly going on, like there was like water coming down, like a paint party or whatever, or something. Like, but I think this time it was just like discounted drinks or something. So we went in this club, and it's right. And the way Zante works is there's a big, basically there's a big strip, like this spans quite like I can't remember how long it is exactly, maybe 5 miles or something. But at the top of the strip, it's very well populated. It's like there's a lot of people there. There's a lot going on. There's like loads of police there's like the police sit about up the top there, and there's loads of like sort of like the big name clubs. But our event was at a club right down at the bottom next to the beach, and so we get in
the Cape equivalent of Zante.
It's really dodgy. It's next to like all these like houses and stuff. It's a bit, but basically because we'd budgeted the last night, because we're all inclusive, we got free drinks at the hotel. So at this point we had downed about like 8 or 9 cocktails or something like that. Like, and in Zante, I mean, when you ask for a single vodka,
it's not
a single. It's pretty much more than a double. Like, I mean, in Scotland, I mean, vodka's up to about like you can't see this. You can't see this on in the radio, but I mean it's here. But I mean, Zante is here, and we downed about 8 or 9 of those. Like we were gone by the time we could hardly get to the club. And obviously, the first thing I do when I get in, pint ahead fucker please, and it's like this massive fucking bucket. I don't even know what's in it. But
yeah, you didn't know what was in it. That's a very good point.
So it's a big bucket, and obviously I'm really drunk, so I'm not. So I suspected that in a dodgy place like this, I mean, you're gonna get people like dropping things in your drink and stuff like that. So I reckon that's what it is. So I don't remember much, but I remember getting out of the club, and I remember.
Was this like leaving time or? like early on?
I really couldn't tell you. I don't know. But I remember getting outside, being absolutely conked out on the side of the road. With I couldn't move any of my arms or legs. Like it was sort of like a paralysis sort of state I was in, and it was just 4 big Greek handy bastards come up and they just like, come up and they've got all my phone, they take my money, my wallet, and everything. I'm lying at the side of a road in Greece with obviously taxi drivers didn't give a fuck if you're like
enough.
If you're like in trouble. I mean, if you don't give them any money, I mean they're not going to do anything. So, and I just remember, and I remember passing out, and I wake up, and I've attached a big drip machine, and I've still got the mark here. I think that's in there. And I'm lying in a hospital bed, and the nurse comes up to me and she's like, "Good morning, how are you feeling?" And I was like,
fucking terrible.
Belter of a night, by the way. Let me tell you about this one.
I've just been drugged.
And it was a massive rock. It was a point of rock bottom, just dragging your fucking drip machine just to go to the toilet at the side. And just waking up and
were your mates around you when you woke up, or did you not
no
clue where anyone was?
I don't think they were. I don't know where they were.
That must have been pretty fucking scary. Being in a
scary.
foreign country, decking where anyone is, no one speaks the same language.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you've got your phone, I mean, you've got Google Maps.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you didn't have that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have that,
fucked.
so I mean, no one's my pal. No, like, I don't know where I am. Like, I'm conked at the side of the road. I can't move. So I mean, it was probably the scariest moment of my life, probably. But I mean,
experience.
There's experience. Yeah, I mean,
it's experience that you take to uni.
I take the crown for most bevied on a night out, I think.
Oh, you certainly won that from your mates. So
yeah.
How long were you in hospital for then?
Only a few hours.
Oh, no, that's not too short. And then back on again that night.
I gave it a rest after that. I don't think you're supposed to be drinking anyway after a year.
Dripped up.
Yeah, dripped up. Aye.
Wow, jeez, what a bitch game. Come on. It's all you got robbed and like suffer from paralysis in the middle of the road.
Yeah, but I mean, by the time we were going out the next night, like my arm was still feeling numb and it was all fuzzy and everything. So I mean,
did you just patch it? Did you like still go out, just not drink?
Yeah, I just sort of chilled and just sort of looked after my family. Like I ended up being the dad.
That's even worse. You had to fucking look after them sober.
Yeah, but basically what I wouldn't recommend is just I wouldn't actually recommend Zante as a holiday.
Yeah.
I'd recommend somewhere else.
You were really looking forward to it as well when you first went.
Yeah.
Are you so glad you went on it or not?
No, probably. If I go back, no, I wouldn't win.
If the drugging didn't happen, would you still recommend it?
Yeah, probably. if I'd came back with my phone intact and my money
undrugged.
Yeah, undrugged. Yeah, I would have. Well, I probably would have changed my mind, but I mean, it's a dangerous town. It's a dangerous island.
Yeah,
which is what I'm trying to say.
Fair play. Now, before we do the final quiz show, me and Jamie need to do some quick Premier League predictions. So, as the current I can't see it now, Jamie, do you want to tell me what the score is at the moment?
22 points to me.
Versus something.
Liam's 17.
It's not a great showing so far, however, I don't think I'll bring it back because these are the fixtures. Because if I was a betting man like I used to be, I definitely wouldn't be fucking betting on these games. Right then, the Friday game, Bournemouth v Brighton.
I've took Bournemouth.
I've gone draw. Crystal Palace v Southampton.
I've went a draw there.
I've went draw. West Brom v West Ham.
I went with West Ham, I won that.
Went draw. Watford Man City.
I went for City.
Tottenham v Swansea.
I went for Spurs. Tottenham, yeah.
Yep, Tottenham. Huddersfield Leicester.
I went for Huddersfield.
Draw. Liverpool Burnley.
Went for the Liverpool.
Liverpool as well. Newcastle Stoke.
Went for Stoke.
Same. Chelsea Arsenal.
I went for Chelsea.
Same. And Man U Everton.
I went for United.
I went for United too. Okay, so Graham, the final game is a quiz. If I actually James, do you want to explain it well? I'm getting
I'll explain it. So pretty much the game, what's it called? It's called Hot Seat. So basically,
or quick fires, we've called it.
We've called it. You sat here, The game gives us a letter that you can respin if you don't want that certain letter. And then it gives you another
from the
letter,
alphabet.
right? Basically, with that letter, it will then give you categories such as toiletries. You've got to say a toiletry beginning with a letter that you've been given.
Okay, right. Okay.
But it's not just toiletries, you've got like sports and other things as well.
Okay.
But the current leaderboard is looking Connor with 41 seconds
Connor
and then
decked
correct.
every single one of us.
We thought my score was acceptable, but then Connor completely destroyed it.
Important thing here is to know as well, so if you get one wrong, it'll give you a time penalty. Obviously you're trying to work as fast as you can now. If you excuse me, if you get more than 5 wrong, that's a DNF. We do not add that onto the board. We give you one more attempt only if you get a DNF.
Okay.
So I mean,
We haven't had one, so don't be the first.
well, no, Francis was the first DNF, but then we gave them the option of second
A
chance.
fair point. We've not had 2 DNFs, one in the box.
Yeah,
so
no,
don't
we
be
never
first.
had
Okay.
Joe as well as a DNF, but he redid it.
No, right, okay.
Okay.
Do you get the idea then? Any questions?
No. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Right, Graham, your letter is N. Do you want to re-roll? Remember, you only have one re-roll, or do you want to keep it?
I'll just keep it.
N's a big boy letter, mate.
N. I'm challenging myself.
Right, remember, so the questions, the answers will be that you need to give me anything beginning with N. Remember, you can pass as well. Also, if I think you're giving me a wrong answer, I will hit pass, which equals to 1 wrong. So,
Okay, 5 seconds.
Okay.
Done.
are you ready?
Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Clothing.
Necktie.
Yep. Musical instruments. You can say pass if you can think.
Pass.
Colours.
Pass.
Things you found in your pocket.
I don't know. Pass.
A boy's name.
Nick.
Sports equipment.
Net.
Things you can do at a party.
Not turn up.
An embarrassing moment.
None.
Cosmetics or toiletries.
Pass.
Only one more. Places in Europe. Yeah, pass for redoing it, mate.
I can't think of anyone.
That's the actual one, that base.
Pass.
Nice.
Cause I thought it'd be countries. I thought it was countries.
Places, mate. Unlucky. Right.
That was a DNF, by the way.
That was.
If anybody's still
Yeah, we've had
confused.
a few now. Francis, Joe, you.
However-
Unlucky, mate. The hat trick has been made up. First hat trick here, Kenny. Right, I know it says my name, but we'll just keep continuing.
Okay.
Graham, remember, this DNF is going up on the board this time. No
Okay.
second
I'll be the
chances.
first DNF. Okay.
Your letter is G.
Oh, I think it fits too well. G for Graham, so
Oh,
I'll take it.
You're taking it.
Yeah.
G's a risky one.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, G, of course. Yeah.
Graham. 3, 2,
G for Graham.
1. Countries.
Ghana.
Things that excite you.
Graham.
A drink.
I don't pass.
Things you shout.
Graham.
Reasons to take out a loan.
Gutted.
Okay. Reasons to call the emergency services.
Gunned. Gun.
Okay, fine. Things that make you smile.
Graham.
Things you do at work.
Goof off.
Yeah. Things that are black. You better not say grey.
Pass.
Celebrities.
Graham. No. I don't know. Gabriel Jesus.
Right then. Graham, you, my mate, take the bronze position.
Yes. My third.
1 minute and 8 seconds with 8 correct.
Ghana,
Yes.
Is Ghana a country?
Ghana is a country,
Is it a
yes.
country? I thought it would be stupid.
I'll just put that on the board quickly before
African
we...
country. Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Gordon's for the drink, by the way.
You'll
Oh,
get
Gordon's.
moved up to the table. I'm just going to need to put you here now.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, no bother. We can sort it out later. I'm happy with my performance actually.
And you got 8 correct.
Yeah, boy. Wow. 41 seconds, that's really impressive.
Yeah, no, Connor fucking blew out of the park. He didn't fucking hide it.
I don't even know how he got that.
He would have got 30 seconds as well if he didn't get one wrong. Anyway, right, Graham, thank you very much for coming on.
That's no problem. Thank you
been
very
a
much.
pleasure having you. Hope you've enjoyed yourself.
Indeed.
We'll be back next week for just me and Jamie, but until then, we'll see you next Thursday. I've been Liam Whyte.
I've been Jamie Allan.
You've
Ah,
been
thanks again, Fleming.
and you've been listening, sitting and chatting. Goodbye.